Bucks leading by 3. On the floor for Detroit. Smith out there with Gray. Then it's Caron Butler. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Mayo drives in. O.J. Mayo in his 7th year in the NBA really just seems he's never been able to truly improve, guys, from his rookie year.
Well, yeah, if anything, last season he took a big step backwards, Kevin. I mean, with his field goal percentage, passing, rebounding all down, I'm not sure he was in great shape either.
And the Milwaukee Bucks took a bit of a gamble on O.J. Mayo's upside with that 3-year, $24 million deal last season. The early returns, somewhat discouraging, but let's see how it plays out the rest of the way before we make a final judgment.
Out left to the wing. Here's Cole. Back to Mayo. Bass with a screen for Mayo. He dishes it to Bass from the baseline. And he connects with the jumper. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Mayo's disappointing season was crystallized in a much-circulated video of him bending over to tie his shoelace while the other team went 5-on-4. He's got talent, but sequences like that have to be cause for concern.
Here's Gray. Here's Dinwiddie, and that one's good.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Anderson is screen on Butler. Outside Mayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by Mayo. Mayo's got his 4th assist in this one. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Gray. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
The Bucks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Cole dishes to Bass. Here's Anderson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Bucks were in the cellar last year for the East, as well as the whole league. They just acted as a doormat for the rest of the conference.
A different look here for Detroit. Monroe's checked in for Butler. Jody Meeks comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jennings in for Dinwiddie. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Offensive rebound. Bass off target at the rim. Goes back up. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area. That's some good play tonight for Anderson. 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Well, for the Bucks, it didn't help that they were in one of the tougher divisions in the Eastern Conference, but you also have to factor in the youth of that team. Still hard to accept being as bad as they were.
Here's Cole, following the score by Josh Smith. Anderson passes to Cole. Back to Granger. Rebound, Detroit. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with the Bucks and the East, really, Steve, it was because they struggled against the rest of the conference that they ended in the cellar.
Well, no doubt that it was a rebuilding year for them last season, and they'll continue to be like that, but you would hope the Bucks can fight their way out of the bottom of the East this year.
Just 3 to shoot. Blocked.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Mayo, that's good.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Outside Jennings. And stolen by Granger. Here's Cole. Lets it go from deep. Granger misses.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And here's Jennings. Pass to Smith. There's the dish to Meeks. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. Monroe slams it home for the putback.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Here's Cole. On the wing, Granger. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Jennings. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
So far in the game for Cole, 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sanders checked in for Anderson. Gibson comes in for Brandon Bass. Parker's checked in for Danny Granger. Hardaway is subbed in for O.J. Mayo.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Parker drives in. Here's Gibson, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Bucks lead by 9. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. In low to Monroe. And Gibson with the block.
And I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a +10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboard.
Parker with another miss.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Now here's Jennings. Tight defense on him. They set the pick, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, he'll make the walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline. This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Your rep coach checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Hardaway. Knight kicks to Hardaway. From deep. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pistons trail by 12. Outside Jennings. Dishes it to Smith. And the pass to Monroe. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Josh Smith signed by the Pistons last year to that big 4-year, $54 million contract. You know, the fit was problematic, particularly on the front line, trying to play next to Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe. I think it's important for Smith to have shooting around him. Otherwise, teams just sag off and they take away his driving lanes.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Gibson setting the pick for Knight. Kicks it to Gibson. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Great job right there to body him up and affect the trajectory of that shot.
Yeah, that was definitely a forced miss, Clark. He couldn't get off the shot he wanted.
Well, you feel badly for Josh Smith. It's hard to feel sorry for a guy when he's making as much as he is and he's as talented as he is. But he's been playing at the small forward, and that sometimes exposes his deficiencies as a player because he tends to rely too much on the perimeter shot. Last season was his worst in terms of scoring efficiency.
Here's Knight after the basket by Detroit. Gibson setting the pick for Knight. Outside Hardaway. And the Bucks miss again. And between the signings of Josh Smith and Brandon Jennings, both struggling to score reliably last season, Steve, the Pistons really struggled.
Well, we saw a change in the front office as well, Kevin. But, you know, for Josh Smith to be successful, I think he needs to stay inside. That fit didn't work last year. Too many interior players. And Smith with Monroe and Drummond just never really worked out.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Knight. Here's Sanders. He feeds it to Knight. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I guess they can get them when they need them. That's a good job of getting to the miss.
Gibson with the steal. Knight against Jennings. And Knight slams it in. .131 left in the fourth. Knight against Jennings. Ring shot on the way. Jennings with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Knight dishes to Gibson. Josh Smith pulls it in. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Deep 2 from Jennings. Here's Monroe. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knight against Jennings. Charity stripe shot. Second chance shot, and Sanders lays it in. And the Bucks lead by 7.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're losing by 7. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there. Just an amazing game for Knight. He has 23 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
Now here's Jennings. Passes it to Meeks. Monroe down low. Defended by Gibson. Can't connect from short range. Knight with it. And so the Bucks take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, certainly a nice win, aided in large part by your ability to